So I do.
It's my
Because
thing.
that's me. Hi, everybody. I was just telling Hershey that I always get nervous before live, and she's like, "Why?" And I said, "Oh, it's just me." Because I want to make sure things go smoothly, and things stay under
Absolutely.
control and all that good stuff. So, hello, everybody. Thank you for joining Hershey and I today. Um, Jackie was not available today, but she will be joining us next Wednesday. And her okay, and also we're introducing her. She is Spirit Box is talking as well, so they're saying hello as well. So I didn't want to um, acknowledge all the spirits that are present, and next Wednesday is probably going to be part one of maybe even two or three. We're looking into the Delphi murders because a lot of stuff has been coming up in the news recently, and a lot of it, Hershey and I have just been calling right out. Oh, this is crap, So, but Jackie really is going to be a big part of us reading on that. So today we decided to go by a viewer recommendation. This was from Thomas. Tarot your way. He's in the chat. Hello, Thomas. And today we're going to be reading on John David Gosch or Johnny. Is it either Gosch or Gosh? Um, so let me just start off by saying hello to people who are present. And before we really go any further, in case people who watch this video and chat's not available, because I've been noticing that lately. I go to watch one of my previous shows, and I can't pull up chat anymore, and I don't know why. Um, so this is for entertainment purposes. Of course, I have to say that to me, you know, nobody's death or kidnapping or disappearance or crime is really should be entertainment, but it's something that we have a disclaimer we have to put on. But I also like Christine Randall. She has a show where she talks about true crime, and she also adds educational. So I like the educational and entertainment part of it. Hershey and I have not been in contact to read by the family, the friends, or law enforcement of Johnny's family. We do these readings along with Jackie as a way of giving the victim a voice, possibly the family, any help if possible. Some families are very open to working with psychics. For us, we use cards, and Hershey also, she gets her mediumship, she gets her hits. So this is no, we make no money, we don't take no payments. This is just us in the utmost respect to everybody's family, specifically in Johnny's utmost respect to Johnny's family at this time. And so I just want to make sure that we put that out there. Of course, there's Thomas. Thomas is the one that recommended this, and Thomas was also he had shared with me a paper boy back in the day around this time, and so this was a story that touched him because not only did Johnny go missing, but several other boys have gone missing as well. But yes, thank you. And we did actually earlier, Hershey got the name Arthur popped up out of the spirit box. So that may even be one of the names of the boys that went missing. And Hershey also pointed out that Arthur was a popular name back in the day. So um, and yes, hello Fleck. Thank you for being here. And Johnny was one of the very first, if not the first young man on the milk cartons. I remember that as a child. And yes, I did see that Fleck, but we're going to I'm not going to put too much stuff on because Hershey likes to go into readings cold. I like a little bit of information just to kind of keep a track on um what Hershey is getting because I don't quite have that psychic medium ability to, get hits and things. So for me, I like to have a little bit more information so I can kind of look at the cards and start kind of putting, the puzzle pieces together. And that's what I love. Between Jackie, Hershey, and I, we all have different abilities that we bring to the lives, to the readings, and including everybody in chat. If you get any hits, if you use pendulum, if you use mediumship, if you use cards, dowsing rods. Anything you want to share with what she just said?
So I got right after the immediate response, yes, that you got, it said it was 8. I don't know, like it's like the
Okay.
number 8, and then it says hunting, and it said brown eyes.
Now, I believe Johnny had brown eyes in his description, so that's interesting. Okay.
And remember, right
Hello, Mus.
before we started, it said boys, and
Yeah,
it said something. What was? Oh man, what was the other two? It said,
I remember it saying boy, or
oh,
boys,
it said kids. It said
kids.
boys, and then it said kids,
Susan.
and then it said the graveyard's peaceful or something like that, or quiet, right? Some,
No, the graveyard hides
oh
secrets.
yeah, the graveyard hides secrets.
Above.
Hello,
Oh, look
Michelle.
above,
Okay.
and then it
So
said
saying,
Susan.
yes, she is still alive. Yes. Name Susan. Okay. I always write down names and later on
Well, it
something
says
comes up.
Susan and then above, so maybe it could mean, Susan's living. So whoever the Susan person is, she could be a living person because above is
Oh.
right with it, like meaning above ground or something. I mean, I don't know. I'm just
Well,
putting.
his mother is still alive. Hello, March. Thank you for being here.
Hello.
Oh, I miss Sally. Hello, Sally. Oh, chat really did jump. Serena, Sylvia, Sally, Mousy, Michelle, Fatima, Fleck, showing our age with the milk cartons. Yes, Teresa. Thank you, everybody, for joining Hershey and I today. Rosanna is here. Okay, so we're reading on I just people saw the picture in the thumbnail, but this was him, wearing his newspaper. He did deliver newspapers. So he disappeared between 6 and 7 in the morning. I'm not going to give too much information because Hershey does like cold, but just the basics is he was a paper boy living in West Des Moines, Iowa. That disappeared early morning, September 5th, 1982. Now, I was 11 years old, so him and I would have been almost around the same age when he went missing. As of this year, there have been no arrests made, and the case is now considered cold, but still remains open. So it's been relatively, 40 years.
It said I like the woods.
Hmm.
So
I'm only 7.
I'm only 7.
Now, is that because I know when you do messages, you have an inner circle and then you have the outer circle.
Right.
So
Yep.
these ones are the inner circle. Okay. So I
Yep.
can write the stuff down. I
Yep.
am 7. Okay. Um,
If something comes through that shouldn't be, I will let you know.
okay. Serena said I went down the rabbit hole with him. Oh my God, scare the blank out of me. Yeah. Tarot, Johnny's mother has kept the case alive and speaks at gatherings trying to get exposure to missing kids. Yeah. Hello, book. So okay, I'm going to take my eyes off the chat for a while and just kind of focus in just on the initial energy before I continue going forward. But yes, Noreen Gosch is Johnny's mom. She is still alive, and I'm just going to leave it at there and see what we get. Today, I'm going to be bringing my Kipper deck.
So I got that there was a
Okay.
witness. The killer had a disagreement or an argument with somebody involved with the victim. And then I also got that social media will help with that will help, kind of solve what's going on or at least come up with some valuable clues. And then I also got killer is out of the area now.
I'm surprised. Well,
maybe there could be some tattoos involved or something. I don't know, but that was the only one that fell out in that one was the ink tattoo. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to see.
okay. So using my kipper, there is a child card in here. So I am going to go ahead and shuffle, and then I'm going to see what cards are surrounding the child card in here to get an idea of what any information with Johnny at the time. So I'm going to be specific here at the time of his disappearance, because right now he may or may not still be alive. So I'm just going to focus on the energy at the time of his disappearance. And hello, Stephen. Hello, Joan B. Thank you for being here. Okay. And I'll keep Hershey on the big seat because she usually gets cards sometimes quicker because of the way I'm doing this today. Okay, well, that's not. Oh boy.
Would there? I mean, I don't. I don't. Like I said, I don't understand everything I'm looking at right now, but I kind of get the feeling that um maybe there was an older kid involved, and maybe it might not have been an adult. Maybe I don't know why I'm getting this vibe, but I'm getting the vibe like it could have been like a later teenage type kid or very early 20s. Um, like, and that there is actually, I got the witness one again. I got the social media will bring out some kind of clues and could lead to some kind of admission. But I got the coerced and I got the disagreement again. Like I'm just wondering. And then there is a history between the victim and the victimizer. So I just wonder if maybe this wasn't a teenage bully or something maybe in the area that. I mean, I'm not saying that all the way. I'm just saying I that this read kind of
Okay.
gave me that vibe.
Okay. So the initial what I got. So I found the child card. Here, I'm gonna put myself over here. So I got the child card, and on I got the coffin, and on the opposite side I got the wealthy man. So immediately this isn't feeling very good for me. The two cards before the coffin. Well, actually, so this is the main cards I got before the coffin. I got occupation. I received a gift. Toil and labor. A thief. Yes, he was stolen. He was taken. I got the coffin. Then there's the child card. On the opposite side, I have wealthy man. I have a message, but I also have great fortune going along with the wealthy man. Message of concern and the house. Now, I'm not quite sure how the outer cards are going to play, but immediately when I saw the gift, the toil and labor, the thief, and the coffin, for me, it automatically felt like it was child trafficking, or made to maybe look like it. I don't know, but with the wealthy man, somebody having money, um, great fortune. So I'm going to go back in here. I'm going to shuffle. Um, and you got more cards, Hershey?
Just that the ink might have meant scar, or maybe you know what I'm saying, like something. Maybe they've gotten tattoos to maybe try to hide a scar or something, because the scar card popped up when I asked about what the ink meant, and then the surveillance camera fell out with the scar card. So I wonder. That's why I guess my head went to maybe they've gotten some kind of tat that covered the scar or something that could have been received during the incident or whatever. I'm not sure, but I get predator. I got predator card too, so maybe this isn't this victimizer's first time. And again, no matter how many times I shuffle it, I keep getting witness card. Like it's almost getting a little creepy with the witness card showing up now separate shuffles. It's just like, wait a minute. Okay, something or somebody. And again, the witness could be representing the camera. And if he went in and got a tat in recent years, a lot of tat shops got cameras and shit, because, they carry money and they carry equipment. So, they carry cameras. So maybe he's caught on camera that way. It's almost impossible to escape technology nowadays, almost anywhere you
Yeah.
go. So,
In 82, though, it was just really poor quality. And a lot of times, a lot of these places re recorded over. So, but out of the cards that I pulled, a couple of them were interesting. I got, oops, from the Kipper, I got change, moving forward. There's a vehicle being moved. I got bad health. I got unexpected income, which again is money changing hands. Somebody in the community, false person. So somebody in the community knows, and it's also a false person, somebody they felt they could trust. Um, the next card I did get was the courthouse. So I don't know if that means that somebody in local government has an idea, they know, hasn't said anything, or like, I know this is not a particularly oh, I can't think of popular train of thought to have, but there's a lot of people in law enforcement that work really hard to help find these children, to protect these children. I've met several of you in private chat sending me links to things that they have worked on, messages that Hershey has received. But what really makes it hard for these good people in law enforcement is, unfortunately, there are people in law enforcement that are not so good, that are under the take, and know how to dismiss, know how to hide, know how to make things disappear, to be able, I mean, when they do, there have been raids and searches for child porn on computers and things and stuff that do lead to people in, we know, government, politics, celebrity, as well as, in government.
said
So
coach. I can turn it up a little bit. I
is
realize.
that coach?
Yeah, and then it says Colin. So I don't know if it's trying to say Coach Colin, but it said Coach and then Colin.
Okay.
Everything else I've been hearing was kind of out of circle. That's why I wasn't saying anything, and I had it down low because it was just going crazy behind me.
So I'm going to pull from a few more cards. Still gain some general energy here.
So many investigations going on. It's like, oh my gosh. Hey.
Rossi, Rosanna got. I got it. The kidnapper was close to the family.
See, I
Seized
did
the
too.
opportunity. Strong, assertive person.
Yep, I got young, and then they knew each other somehow. There's some kind of relationship.
I got a lot of cards here.
See, and I asked where the tat or the scar could have been, and again, I got the hand cards. So, maybe there's some kind of scar. He had a bike. Maybe he tried to defend. If he had, did he have a bike? Getting the image of like a bike being thrown or something, like tossed, or maybe try to thrown as a weapon or something, but I don't know where it's coming from, but it's like a bike and it's got like a basket on the front of it. I want to say like it's got a banana seat even. Like, you remember them long?
I remember those. I had one of those. Yep.
Or
Now,
maybe
just
it's
really quick.
Ollie's bike that I'm seeing. You're being very polite, it said.
Now, there's something that they put in the article here that I'm just going to get out of the way really quick, because I know some people have mentioned it already. Back in 97, an unidentified man, here we go. His mother said that Johnny escaped from his captors and visited her with an unidentified man in 1997. She said that her son told her that he had been the victim of a pedophile organization and had been cast aside when he was too old, but subsequently feared for his life. Um, Where did I just lose that? Because this is small print. I'm reading on my phone. For his life and lived under an assumed identity, feeling it was not safe to return home. Now, according to Johnny's father, because him and Noreen divorced in '93, but he can't verify whether or not this visit was true or if this was somebody taking advantage of this, this grieving mother.
Mhm. Yes. What?
So I'm just going to put that out there. And really quick, I ended up getting a fair. I got bloodline,
Fear.
and there's the word fear that was just in there. And bloodline, somebody they know in the family, or the family knows who it is. And it's interesting. I got a fair. I don't know the
There's
surroundings of the divorce. I don't know if there was an affair going on or anything. But get this, Hershey. I got the witness card. And look what I got. Government.
what?
Inside job from the one pile that I just used.
Wow.
So I'm going to pull some more because I've got like 4 piles that I had to break those big cards up because otherwise they go flying everywhere. Um, he had newspapers in a wagon. Okay, so he
Wow.
walked with the wagon. Okay, and
Okay.
Thomas just offered something. It was reported in
Maybe maybe the witness was on a bike or something. Or maybe, I mean, I don't know. I don't usually get a lot of flashes unless it.
What was that?
There. So the boys, the 2 boys that were here earlier, they're back and they're now playing, talking about, can we prove we're here? And I'm like, no, be still. So I'm trying to get them to calm down because they're full of energy. But I'm just trying to wonder where the flip came from because I don't get a lot of them.
So Thomas said it was reported in Colorado that in a bathroom along an interstate that scrawled on the wall, Johnny Gosch was here. That's interesting.
Wow.
Because I definitely feel now also if anyone goes to Google him, you are going to see an image that pops up. I guess back in the day, I guess these 3 boys thought it would be funny to have themselves bound and gagged laying on a bed, and someone took a video or a picture of them. It was like a dare to be able to see if they could get out of their bindings. And someone sent them the picture to Johnny's mom. And of course, she automatically thought, oh, that one is my boy. And I guess an investigation was done, and that it was, verified that this was a case of, a prank that these boys wanted to do, and that someone sent that to her out of just being an absolute asshole, excuse my language for a better word. Um, but yet some people don't sit well with that final decision that the one FBI or person that was investigating it. So I'm just going to put that out there in case anything pops up on the spirit box. But I also got the word arson that came out in one of the cards. So I thought that was interesting.
So it said arson and then it said Arthur again. So I've gotten Arthur.
It said arson?
Yes.
You got arson.
I got arson. And then it said Arthur. And then it said Viking and it said please don't go.
It said Viking?
Yeah, I'm not sure what the Viking.
Okay.
Unless that maybe has something to do, again, like I said, they keep saying something about tattoo. Maybe it's some kind of ruin or some kind of Viking tattoo or something that they might have. And I don't know why I keep saying this up here, like it's up here, but yet everything else is telling me it might be in the lower part of his arm or something.
Oh, this is interesting. So I got contaminated crime scene. And back then, a lot of people were new to, I mean, yeah. back then people in the moment didn't realize that if you go and walk into an area, you
It
could
said
disrupt.
hiding in the trees.
I got the hidden card. Again, I got the gift card. Came up. And surveillance. So there's a
Do you
surveillance card
think
that
maybe
you
the
got
gift
earlier.
card is showing up because maybe they were lured by a gift? You know how like some people say, "Oh, I've got a puppy or a kitten," or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you know, back then it was,
Oops.
you know, the stranger danger didn't exist back then, so to speak.
Yeah.
You know, hell, I grew
Rosanna
up
said,
with candy and gifts from strangers. I probably never should have, you know, but I was safe inside a thick village.
well, a lot of people don't know, but I was almost abducted on my own street, almost near my house, with the lure of candy by two women in a red car.
Oh wow.
I almost became one of these statistics, but I was protected. My angels were out there to protect me. But yes, that was how I was lured with money. They tried to lure me with money. I mean, with candy. Rosanna said Viking burials are burning the ship. So yeah, that could, I don't know. It's interesting. Flex said his father usually went with him, except he didn't go that day. I wonder why. Well, that gives me the feeling that this boy was being watched for a while and just waiting until the father wasn't there. You know. Let's go pull a few more cards. Cover up, confession, and drama. And I got a coerced confession too. Didn't you get something about being coerced?
Can't see.
Did your guides do that? Turn that on.
Well, they're definitely messing with me. Now I'm sitting in the damn dark because they want to play games.
So I'm going to go ahead and find my pile here that deals with individual people. And where did that go? Okay, here we go. So this pile right here, I put together things that could possibly be who the person was. So I'm going to go ahead and
I don't know why it looks like I'm sitting in the dark. I'm sitting in the daylight, y'all. I don't understand. He was screaming.
so there had to have been a witness.
It said killer drove through the area. Oh my God. See, I purposely waited 7 minutes before I touched these cards again because I was trying to break the connection on the witness card in the very first one. Well, the second one. The first one I got was the one I just said. And then here's witness right up and under it. Good Lord. They know.
Friend knows something.
Man.
So
I got DNA card.
look at.
Get the hell out of here.
Honey, that was the first card. I was going, oh, I'm gonna wait till she finishes because I almost pulled this up, and then that was the same one.
It said nighttime.
Caregiver, spouse, or partner. So
Uh-huh.
this is connected to somebody on, I think, the husband's side. Because the husband decided not to go that day with him. And this is just, of course, again, reminding YouTube, this is all for entertainment purposes only. We are only speculating. Anybody that we may mention or pull cards on, this is
It
cannot
said
be used in a
dead
court of law.
him, not rest.
Dead
Dead
rest?
him, not rest. Or dead him, don't rest. I don't know what it means, but dead him, don't rest.
False person goes with the spouse partner.
Ooh.
Wow. So okay, I'm going to put these. Let me see. I'm going to ask the cards if, because they always talk to the parents. They always look at the parents to see if it's part of investigating. They ask the parents, where were you? Da da da. So I'm just going to ask about the father.
Ronald.
What?
It said Ronald.
Ronald. Oh, Linda's here. Yes, they
The
know.
dead don't
Okay.
rest.
The
Oh,
dead
okay.
don't rest. And like Steven said, yes, statistically, crimes like this are perpetrated by someone in the family or orbiting around the family. Just like
Yeah,
we
I
were reading on
definitely got
Summer.
that hit. I don't know how many different times.
And Rosanna says that she gets that the kidnapper is still alive. And Serena also shared with us that the same almost happened to her. A van was following her when she was a teenager.
Oh my god, I'm about to throw this card away from my damn deck.
Well,
Witness, 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 witness.
so I'm
Well,
going
I'm
to go
going to a
silent for a
different
second
deck.
on my end.
I'm going to a different deck.
Rumors are false.
Some of the rumors are false. Oh shit. Why this deck explode? Damn.
Okay, so I switched over to the Farmer's Tarot, which is Scott Allen's deck that he created. And I got the Six Cups of Summer, which is childhood memories, holding onto the past, naivety, and family family memories.
Wow.
Um, and all the pictures, so people know Scott Allen Spiritual Essence. He created his own deck, and these are all pictures from his family's farm that they used to have when they were younger. And this is actually a picture of him and his siblings, and that's Scott right there. um, Next card I got and asking about on the dad's side, the dad himself or the dad's side, I did I did get King of Wands. Um, Spring, which is leader, honor, courage, intelligent, inventor, and creative. Now, you had gotten the word coach that came out. Coaches are considered leaders. They have honor to them. Um, and then the other one I got is the King of Coins, Autumn, businessman, leader, financier, wealthy, earthly, and wise. So on the Kipper card, I had somebody with money as well. Um, And on the bottom of the deck, okay, I got Ace of Summer, which is a good card about love, abundance, joy, source of life, union. So I don't know. For me, maybe this card says that somebody it'll
Okay,
be
so for those
resolved.
that heard door, they heard they heard something out there that was for me to alert me, but it was my roommate walking through doors. So, um, man, I'm just getting the same cards. I mean, just over and over again. The witness card. Um, again about the the scar where there's a scar. There's something about a scar. Again, killer is out of the area. A friend knows something. I got the DNA card again.
Mm-hmm.
Um, again, the victim knew the victimizer. And then I got this card, which kind of seemed a little bit convenient.
Money may be. Yeah, I've been getting a lot of that.
And
And
then
I got some
again,
more
the last
too.
card I got was again with this, the victimizer was familiar or friendly with the family or the victim. And
Mm-hmm.
then I got feral child and I got reattachments in reverse.
What does that mean then? Reattachments in reverse.
So you said that he reached out, right? Okay, so
Maybe allegedly, a lot of
okay,
people don't think that was
okay,
necessarily him.
so I
That's the
kind of
whole thing.
asked, was there a rekindling of some kind? And I got reattachments in reverse. It could be somebody playing a role like it's him, and it's actually not him. But the parents don't
Mm.
understand, or they want to believe that it's him, and they believe that it's him because they don't have anything that says it's not him. So I think that's what the reattachments in reverse meant. I think it's something is being done out of spite on whoever that possibly shoulda, woulda, coulda, maybe did or did not happen situation. You know what I mean?
Oh, with him coming to see his mother. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
And Rosanna Hershey is using the true crime deck. I'm going to be actually getting this deck in a couple weeks.
Well, I'm
I
telling
just
you, I
it
ordered
myself.
it and had it within like 3 or 4 days. I mean, like that lady did not play. She must have made sure it was overnighted or something because I was like,
But
what
when I went to go
delivery?
order it, I said it was going to, it was on its way. And then I got an email from her the next day, and she says, "I'm sorry, hon, I have completely run out. Is it okay if it takes a couple extra days, or I can give you a refund?" And I said, "No, it's understandable. Get it to me when you can, And I told
You
her,
sold out of these already?
yeah, when I went to go put my order in the other day, she says
Oh
it's on
my
back
gosh.
order.
There was like I think when I ordered mine, I'm pretty sure it said several in stock. So oh my gosh.
Mhm. So yeah,
Again, I'm getting Viking Scar. So like again, this is like the third time I've
it
gotten
could be like
Viking
a
Mark.
rune or something.
Yeah,
Maybe
you
people
know,
like the
Viking, it's saying Viking Mark. So I don't know if they're trying to say a run. Again, like that could be what
yes on Etsy.
some people get birthmarks, and they resemble things.
So before I put up Tom's comment, I'm just going to go really quick and show. And I'm asking again about the dad and or his side. I got the devil card and I got the evil spirit card, and it also says greed, um, excessive, and addiction. I got Knight of Coins, which is the Knight of Pentacles. This person was very patient. They did their work. They waited until the right opportunity. And then again, I got something to do with the courthouse. I got courthouse November 11, consequences, judges, justice, clarity. So it almost feels like somebody, again, knows something. And
It
then
says Scarlet.
okay. And then my next three cards I have is the 9-10 of Cups. So it's about celebration in home and love, but at the same time, it has to do with family. So there goes again the family card. And then this is
It
interesting.
says
I
that
got the
we're
top.
stirring something. I don't know what it. I don't know if we're like getting close to something, but it says we're
Okay.
stirring something.
But then I got the Tower card, and this did end in divorce with the both of them.
Oh wow.
And then I got the Five of Swords, struggles, betrayal, lies, abusive, false person again, and conflicts. So I'm feeling like it's something on the father side. And I really hope it's not the father himself that would perpetuate. I'm going to bring up another article, see
I
if
do
there's
not
something
understand.
else. And Tom's offered rumored to be held in a basement in Buena Vista, Colorado, for a few weeks with two other boys, where they were repeatedly assaulted after he was sold to a trafficking ring in Washington D.C. Like I said, government. It's like you can't really trust anymore in D.C., where high-ranking government officials took place in the SA of the boys.
So I got Madman, I got Feral Child again, and I got
Whoops.
Poisoned. That's the first time I've gotten Poisoned, but I got Feral
Let me
Child, and I
see.
keep getting Madman and Madwoman too. So
Okay. So that's why we keep getting the government cards. Thank you, Thomas, because
Brown
people don't
eye.
want to believe that our government officials
we
would do
have
this.
brown eyes.
I mean, people got to wake up. Our government is not the politicians. People, a lot more people are dirtier than you realize. I'm looking to see if he's got brown eyes because people did a description so that they went looking for him. I'm looking to see if there's anything that can verify any of the cards that we've gotten so far. I want to look more in on the. So, okay, so just kind of in retrospect here, he was 12. 3 years earlier in 79, a boy named Eaton, 6, vanished while walking to school in New York City. Adam Walsh, everybody remembers Adam Walsh. He was abducted, and a girl named Kathy, was abducted in Santa Claus, Indiana. So I don't know. I don't know why they put that in there. It has nothing to do with it. What you got? I don't know those cards.
Mother and grandmother. Don't believe the lies, and its presence. I don't know. I don't know. Again, with the gifts, the presents, I don't
Where's
understand.
mine? I'm going to grab my pendulum. I'm going to see if it's mother's side or father's side DNA bloodline we're looking at. So I'm
Right,
going to
yeah,
mute myself.
like I got the only other DNA card in the deck, and then again I got the camera card and huge argument, and the only new one popped out this time was the killer's already been interviewed. So I don't know. So let's see, what do the comments say? Someone knows and was paid to keep quiet. I mean, I did see something about money showed up. I don't know how many times. I mean, I'm not repeating the same cards. I'm getting over and over. I'm just keep letting you guys know it's just the same cards unless something new pops up. But I did get something about that, and then now it's saying of relation. So I keep getting the DNA. I've gotten both of the DNA cards out of my deck. I've gotten familiars out of my. I don't know. I don't know if I'm not saying that the mother or father have anything immediate to do with it. That's the last thing I want to think is that a parent would do that. But life is just in reality. It's not always the same thing. So there's that. What is this one? There was a motive, and can you guys see what that is? Money bags. There was a motive. Oh my goodness, man. They were kids, man. They were kids. That's not even. Boy. Mm.
Okay, so I asked my pendulum if
myself.
anybody on the mother's side had anything to do or knows of what truly happened.
Yeah.
And I got a no. When I asked for the dad, I got a big yes. And when I asked if the dad was directly involved, I got a big no. But it is somebody connected to his part of the family or connected with his family that is involved with.
Well, that might have been why my mother's was in reverse, but my grandmother was upright because the grandparents can come on both sides. You know what I'm saying? But
There
my
we
mother
go.
was in
Thank you,
reverse.
Rosanna. Okay, let me just back up a little bit here because I did shoot myself. I did shut myself off. Let's see. Fleck asked, could you ask if he went to see his mother? Yes, that was one of the actually, I'm just going to ask my pendulum. Okay, the pendulum. Did the story about Johnny going to see his mother after he had been abducted? The boy who claimed to be her son, Johnny, after his abduction, that went to go see her. Was that truly Johnny? Was that her son? Did Johnny go see his mother after his abduction?
Holy Spirit.
Was this somebody pretending to be Johnny and doing that to? Yeah, that was somebody screwing around with her. I'm sorry, but was that him? No. So my pendulum is telling me no. Somebody must not have liked the mother very much to be able to.
Deck exploded. Hey, Tom.
To fuck with. Excuse my language. To mess with her like that.
Mm.
Marge
I hate to say
also
it, but I know I specifically know of I I can literally count 5 crimes I've investigated with my team where that's been done to the family, where they haven't, their missing child has been missing 20, 10, 15 or longer years, and they show up and they want to believe it. They want to believe that their child came home. They see the resemblance somehow, the same color eyes, the same color hair, or what they've always pictured they would look like growing up, because they never got to see what they would look like because they saw them at 4 or 5 or 7, or you know what I mean. So it's heart wrenching, but it
Whoa!
happens all the time. It just
My
said,
dick just
"I'm a
exploded.
ghost."
I am a ghost.
Hmm.
So he's no longer with us. So I'm going to ask, because I know Fleck wanted us to also ask if he was involved. Now, my pendulum said that this was not him that came to see his mom. But I'm just going to ask if Johnny was a part of a trafficking ring. If he was used or was a part of a trafficking. I mean, I think pretty much by now we all know yes. Yeah, I mean you can't get more than yes than that. I got the 10 of swords. Lover's card. Ugh. And I got the high priestess. People know intuitively. Secrets. People know. I'm going to ask for a clarifier for that. And then on the bottom of the deck, I have the 9 of swords. So yeah. I'm just
Amazing.
going to ask for a clarifier for the lover's card.
So I asked, what was there like a specific reason, and I got revenge, and then I got where is he now, and I got basically in the dirt. He's under a plant. So, maybe he's been dead so long that he's part of the earth now.
Yeah.
Something beautiful now grows and represents, where his final resting is, maybe. So I'm asking the cards. Well, I'm not asking him. I'm asking to receive the answer to the written question. See if
We are
I.
gathering energy.
Oh, and I got a big
What?
emphatic yes. Holy shit! And it went flying out.
Oh, let me put you over there. Oh, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
that it was fraudulently done. I asked, was it fraudulently done? Was it somebody pretending to be him? And I got an emphatic yes that went
Yeah.
flying up out of the deck. So,
Again, I asked for a clarifier for the lover's card when it came to, the rain and his disappearance, and I got the King of Cups. There's the father again. I'm not saying that it was the father, but there's there's the male connection. And of course, the King of Cups is somebody who pretends to be very So I don't do reverses unless the cards play. I don't do reverses, but I'm just feeling like this person appears to be very nurturing, very loving, and but no. Then I got the King of Pentacles, money, home, secure. So yeah, material success being paid one to the other, money being exchanged. And then on the bottom, I got the magician card. To me, in negative wise, this is somebody who's a master manipulator. They can manipulate elements, manipulate stories. Let's see, what else can we ask?
So I asked to receive the answer about if it had anything to do with a pedophile situation. I got reconsider, choose a new direction,
Oh,
No need to worry in reverse. And then I got an emphatic no on this day.
really?
And then I said, what about questions? More questions about it. And it said, don't stop. So apparently, maybe it, I mean, there has to be the open possibility that it didn't have anything to do with that. And, like, I haven't picked up on anything like that in any of my cards. So, um, I'm not saying that that's not possible at
Hi,
all.
Tom.
Unfortunately, it's all possible, and that's the disgusting part about it. But I was just giving the answer so that we could, and now I got Susan again. Didn't we have that name before too?
Today, yes, Susan above.
Okay.
Linda was also sharing her story that she helped rescue kids.
Oh,
She
good
worked
shit.
with, yeah, she has that ability to be able to see and help and rescue. Okay, so she's being openly on. Okay, because I didn't want to
I
share
asked
that
again,
unless
and I
she
got
provided.
another emphatic no.
So
So
this was not part of a. But I
I-
still feel like this was someone's perversion.
Oh yeah, now I'm not saying that the man that did it isn't a pedophile, because I got pedophile in my crime scene cards, but like the child sex ring type situation, I don't think this man is a part of it. I think he's one of them closet pedos that, probably has a wife, a family. He probably kept the poor kid in his basement, unfortunately, and the family wasn't allowed to go down there, and they might have got the hell beat out of them if they did. You know what I mean? I don't know, but I'm not getting good vibes about this this whoever this energy is that I'm picking up on. It's not it's older too. And it's not.
I got the same card again.
Mm,
So someone got stabbed. I mean, this is just, they wanted the family ruined. Whoever
that's
this
crazy.
was. That's
That's
and
crazy.
Rosanna said, didn't the box say don't believe the rumors? That's what
Yes.
Rosanna said she
It
heard.
said it like 5 times. I've only said
really?
it once, but it said it a whole bunch of times. Don't believe the lies. That's a lie. Don't believe the rumors. It's been saying similar word patterning, depending on the question that it's picking up on that you and I are reading out loud. So I do appreciate some of the immediate responses.
I see. My one simple question was, do you want everyone to know what really happened? And it said emphatically, I might add yes. So I think Linda means that she's pulling or doing her work as well on that side. Let me know if I misinterpreted that, Linda. I also saw something else. Okay. Yes, thank you, Stephen. Thank you for being here. Now, I don't know who Paul Benacci says he. Who's Paul Benacci? I don't know who Paul Benacci is. But I did pull after the ruin card. I did get the sun card. There's the son, the child, and I did get ruin.
Wow. It's intense.
And again, on the bottom, the same place, the magician. In the
Wow.
situation, the manipulator. Yeah, Serena, I don't know who Paul Bonacci is.
It said in the morning, like,
Yeah, that's when he went missing, was in the morning.
Right. That I think they're saying yes, it was in the morning.
So I don't know who this person is, Serena, but I'm going to go ahead and just go by the name and pull some cards, because what I try to do is I try not to get too, because Hershey likes to go in cold, and I'm trying to learn how to do that too, so I'm not influenced by my cards when I'm reading. So I didn't go down too far into a lot of names, just basic random events. So I'm not going to look at that, Serena. I'm just going to focus on the guy's name. Paul.
Nope, I got unlikely, not the right time, and
What deck is that?
And let go.
With the yes and no, and what deck is that?
It's called the Crystal Ball Pocket Oracle.
Okay. I don't know who this Paul is, but I did get the Ace of Wands. It came out reversed, and I don't do reversal, so it's interesting that it came out reversed. So I'm feeling like that's a big thumbs down. No.
So it said not living.
I got earthly power about this Paul. And I also got defender. So I don't know. It was Paul like a public defender or something. Here, let me see.
I got a lot of money. What was that saying? Google
says-
him.
Oh, okay. I got to go up a little bit. She shared something else. He's the one that said he took Johnny and told the investigators about the sex ring. So somebody actually came forward and said that.
Healthy.
No.
So he was.
So it just
why would
said
he
wealthy.
do that?
It just said wealthy. But again, you're going in the wrong direction. I mean, you're going in the right direction as in reverse. I got a no,
Okay.
and I got unlikely for the guy she was asking about.
Yeah. And Thomas said that his new name was Jeff, but Tom working that was like it's like a cover up, like that one card I said. It's a cover up. They're trying to throw all this false stuff out there to hide the truth of what really happened. And she says, nope, he wants us to know. He wants to know what happened.
Scorpio Muhammad, she put in all caps, like, yes.
Mm-hmm. March says, is Eugene Martin's case related to Johnny's? I don't think so, because we think that this might be. I mean, I could pull cards, but I
got an emphatic yes. Follow your gut or trust your gut.
Okay.
And you're going in the right direction.
Because I believe March was the one that said that Eugene was the one that also lived in Des Moines, Idaho, not far from where Johnny was.
Oh, well, I just got an emphatic yes, you're going in the right direction.
Now, Serena says he knew details. I don't know, Serena, but we're getting that sex ring. No, I'm just answering. I don't know it. Okay.
Oh, I was just I talk a lot of shit, Scorpio. Come on now, you know that.
I asked if the kidnapper and local government said yes, very rich old money.
These are heavy situations, so I have to keep my energy very light because I'm actually pretty heavy over here. So I gotta kind of keep my spirits lifted.
There's got to be another deck that can help me out here.
Apparently not. It said no.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Well, Fleck, I'm getting that he is dead, honey.
I got yes. I got yes, and then I asked how long, and I got planted like something beautiful grows on top of him.
So it's been a while to give it time to grow.
Shit. Oh, yep.
So
yep. Let go of that one. That's going in the wrong direction.
Which one?
About the sex the sex trafficking.
Sex ring.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, I'm not saying he wasn't a pedophile. The victimizer wasn't a pedophiler. That's not. I'm not saying he wasn't a fucking sick pervo or pedo. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm just saying like an actual organized crime thing. I don't see a link between this boy and a sex ring. Need that ghost and spirit deck. Well, you ain't said nothing but a thing, honey. I'll let me reach back there and get.
So, Marge, I got, when it comes to is Eugene Martin's case related to Johnny's deck, I got the moon card, which is secrets, dark thoughts, energy off, new full moon. But then I also got the sun card. So right now, I'm feeling like they are, but there are secrets, things that the moon, because the moon, I think the moon card gets a bad rap.
It does.
Being a negative influence.
It does.
But I did get the sun card. And then I got the Page of Cups.
Video.
And what it says, and here on Scott's cards, it says a new offer, youth, and linked. And the word linked stood right out. So they may be trying to cover, or people don't realize that this is the truth that's hidden. This is a secret that people don't know about with the case.
It said placed across. Like somebody's maybe placed across somewhere.
Okay,
And then Cosmic asked for me to pull out a certain deck. So I pulled out a certain deck, and now I'm seeing what it says.
is that this one right here, the Ghosts and Spirits deck?
Yeah, it's a
Okay.
Lisa Hunt deck. I'm in love with her. I have several of her decks. I love Lisa Hunt's artwork. Huh.
Okay, so Serena still. Okay, Serena. Okay, Serena says, Hershey, I like shit talking. Okay. Decamp was the.
We can be friends.
So she also adds that Decamp was the investigator. He wrote the Franklin cover-up. It's all connected. I don't know what the Franklin cover-up is, but I'm just going to pull cards on that. Decamp was the investigator. He wrote. So is this Decamp response? Okay, so I'm just going to ask the cards. Is this Decamp individual connected to Johnny Gosch's disappearance or his case? And the first card I got out was the Light of May, which is the Sun card. Impulsive.
Being haunted by this. I got the Hierophant. I got the Hierophant right as this damn app says worship.
Okay, so what question did you ask when you pulled that card?
I didn't ask anything. I asked the deck if it had anything to say per request from Cosmic about this in this whole conversation. And I got Hierophant and worship at the exact same time. I got Four of Swords, Two of Cups in reverse, King of Wands, Knight of Wands in reverse, and I got Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So I don't like the way it's looking. I'm just gonna start right there. Okay, go ahead. I'm gonna keep going.
So what are you getting from that? Who do you think the cards are reflecting? What Serena's talking about, or is this something else? Because she's throwing this guy's name in there, and I want to make sure that we're both on the same page with.
So I think they might be kind of picking up on that. So is this man okay? So I'm supposed to not look at it as the mean old Pope, right? So I'm doing my own thing. Why the Hierophant is torturing me in my own personal current live present shit, right? So what I think I'm getting out of this is that some kind of influencer, a mentor, a teacher, a counselor, some kind of action role player. This could have something to do with it, but with it being Four of Swords upright, Two of Cups in reverse, Knight of Wands in reverse, and the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, like there's just, I don't always see pentacles as good materials even though it's supposed to be a good thing, right? Sometimes when it comes to pentacles, there's a whole lot of misery going on. There's a whole lot of Scrooge. There's a whole lot of dirty money. There's a whole lot of scamming and manipulating and dirty pool going on. And I recognize patterns. And right now what I'm seeing is I'm seeing a big, huge, someone or something, Hierophant, kind of titlement, counselor, whatever. Two of Cups, a bond. Again, I'm seeing the possibly knew each other. Like it would have been the reason he could have approached, like, he was trying to reward his behavior for something. I have a gift. I have something for you. I'm getting a lot of deceit, and I'm getting a lot of
Family room.
nasty,
House.
nasty. Just the energy of the person is just not nice. And he plays dirty pool, you know. I mean, his two of cups is in reverse. So, like I said, I feel like this man has a whole family, and like he could even be abusive to his family, or in a way, if he's not abusive, I was in the house. So again, I think it's picking up just on what I'm saying, or I'm picking up on what I'm hearing in the background about two different lifestyles, like his pedo life and the life he lives in society and stuff. And again, I'm getting the video or film. I've gotten film. I don't know how many times. We don't even use that word too much anymore in society. So I feel like that would have been a 40-year-old word, you know, like they would have said film or Polaroid. I've gotten Polaroid. I've got, and now it says that you're impressive. I don't know. Yeah, again, I don't know if it's just picking up on the energy that we're creating or stirring, because I keep getting the stirring of the energy. And the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, like I said, again, I feel like these cards would have been upright if this man was the one that goes to church and worships and, you know, plays the opposite of the person that he's
Oh
playing.
yeah, it's false person. Yes,
So I feel like he is like maybe abusive to his real family. Like his real family would have been scared to go in the basement to see.
Look what happened to the Duggar family. You know, the Duggars, 18 and counting or whatever. He ended up, you know, abusing 4 of his girls, and now he's in jail.
So again, I got Quiet, I got Arthur, and I got Amelia. The Amelia, that's the first time I got Amelia, but that's like the 4th time I've gotten Arthur.
Okay, so I'm just going to back up here really quick.
Okay.
So Serena, I'm trying to back up here. She said there was a guy that ran a bank that was the head guy and sold these kids. Yes, he had a family, but we don't think it's a sex ring because we kept getting the no cards, but at the same time,
it said he had a family.
Yeah, and she says this guy had a family as well.
Ranch style. Maybe the guy lived on some kind of ranch or a farm or something, or had a ranch style house.
Flex says, was he killed at? We believe that he is in spirit.
Everything I got says yes, that he's, and that it's marked somehow. Either it's marked by something beautiful growing where he rests, or there's some kind of cross or there's some kind of memorial, something there, and it says, yes, I'm a skeleton.
Oh my goodness.
So that means there wouldn't even, if they found him, there would be nothing to get any kind of, you know, they say that, you know, the autopsy and stuff gives a lot of evidence and clues away by looking at the body. I mean, if the bones are broken, that'll say a lot. But like, if he's a skeleton, there'll be no flesh, there'll be no organs to see, you know, was the heart penetrated? You know, is there a bullet in the head? You know, let's hope that there's some kind of marking if this is the case where they can get.
Look at this. Serena says there was a ranch that they took the kids to.
Well, I got ranch, so.
And that's why she put that in there. So I'm just going to show really quick again. I pulled from my kit where I was looking for where the child card was and the cards that were surrounding the child card. So first card up is coffin. I got courtship. I got occupation. And then I got the unexpected income. And then I got the lover's card. So they were used as such. The occupation, we could probably all kind of figure out what that is, especially with the courtship. So on the opposite side of the child, I have toil and labor. And then I got the marriage card
Cemetery.
again. I got the gift. And did your voice box just say military?
Yes.
My name
My
is
last card.
His name was Fred.
I got official person and they're dressed in military.
Wow.
And it was a gift.
Man, if I've gotten gift probably 20 times. Like I can't even like
So this isn't necessarily a rain, I think, Serena and people in chat. I think what
so
we are getting is just that this person
here's what I think.
family
Okay, now
rival.
my gut is telling me that if this kid started it 40 years ago, it could be that now. It could be some kind of sex traffic ring now, and it's gotten and grown that big, and maybe these poor first one or two newspaper boys would have been the start of seeing, you know, serial killers and pedophiles and people that do this over and over again. I've studied the criminal brain a lot. I understand it. I'm a criminal. I have a criminal mind. I understand how it works. I'm not saying it because it's something to brag about. What I'm saying is that it's difficult to understand for people that can't relate. And what I can tell you is that they don't go out and do the first thing overnight and it's done perfect. They feel like they have to do it over and over again, perfect it. Sometimes they do it on food and they practice on food or on toys, or unfortunately it's horrible, but on ANIMALS. You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm going with this. You know, they feel like they have to perfect it. And I just want to say that if this was the start where we're at now, like where I'm at, kind of at the start where no, not right at this point, he wasn't part of that, but it could have grown into that. And that is just disgusting and it's horrible. And just to know that that could even be a part of it is just, I mean, that is just horrible. It's just disgusting. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. That's why I like the dead.
Yeah. Well,
Good.
depending.
People are so cruel. Oh my gosh. Not everybody. I get it. I get it. Not
Which
everybody.
makes it weird that everyone's
Some
saying
that are
everyone wants to come to Earth. Everybody can't wait to be here and have an experience of being a human on Earth. And then you have other people say, no, that's they're being blinded. It's actually a prison planet. And then it's just like there's so many differing thoughts spiritually about humans' placement and spirit. I mean, our community is very diverse in how we perceive spirit, how we perceive star beings, how we perceive government. I mean, sometimes it's just so hard because there's some people who don't want to focus
It's
on that.
saying
They don't want.
film video. It's doing the film video thing again.
Oh, it said film video.
Yeah, it's been saying that. I probably had that probably 4 times too.
I had the surveillance as well. I wonder if that
Yeah,
might
I
be
was
like
getting
the video.
surveillance in my thing, but that's when I was like, I was getting that around the tattoo or the cover up kind of thing for the scar, like the scar or the tattoo cover up, like possibly could be nowadays on camera somewhere. You're welcome, Thomas. You know it.
Yes, Tom, thank you. You're welcome.
Absolutely. I don't mind. I don't mind. I like people to have closure or at least some kind of peace.
Okay, something.
There's never really a true closure, but you can find some form of peace sometimes.
So really quick, my Kipper cards. A couple times I got like the poverty card, the debt card, the despair card,
My name is Joseph.
and
I got Joseph.
and I just pulled out a card and it says debt, and I'm wondering if the person who took Johnny knew that he could make money also because of financial debt. And I also got a timeline issue. Something's not right with the time issue with him going missing. And then right after that, I got false accusations or testimony. So there's the false again. And there's the money. Debt and it begins with debt and ends with money. So hi Flowing. Just know we are talking about, unpleasant.
I got so was it Scorpio? I think it was Scorpio.
This one?
Yes. I got trust your gut in reverse. I got just let that one go. That has it, and then let that go. So I would say that probably not. I would say no, but I'm working on the 40 years ago part and not so much current day. So I'm kind of trying to stay in the energy of then. So I'm gonna say I gotta know.
Yeah, I got the collapse card, so I think that means collapse. That that perspective breaks down. I'm just going to pull a few more.
I got a yes when you said that, like the collapse. I got the yes, it just flipped over.
Again, I got the witness again.
Oh man, I got that probably 10 times.
Homicide.
Here.
Someone from my
Assault.
family is here. Okay, hold on.
Wooded area.
What is your name? Micah? Okay. Miles, take Micah to the other side of the circle, please. Micah, I will deal with you in a few minutes. Sorry about that. I'm more than a whisper is what it said. I'm more than a whisper.
Now you got the poison card, right?
I did.
Okay, because I think he might have been, taken at gunpoint, blunt force trauma, and I also got drugs. So I'm wondering if the debt and everything was he sold, if he made this transaction to get
Didn't
out
they
of
say
debt
his
or to
mother
get
was
money?
alive? So I gotta know to Fleck, because I was reading what Fleck said, but then I thought somebody said the mother was alive, and I got no.
The mother should be alive, I believe.
Right, that's what I thought. So no, he wouldn't be with his mother because she's still alive. But I mean, he could be a guide or spiritually with her,
According to Serena, the cops weren't so helpful to the mother.
I mean, it was 40 years ago. I mean, and now it's such an old case, and they don't have any new leads. He
was of age of being a runaway. A lot of times when I watch these psychic shows where I watch the psychic detectives and these other cases, a lot of times when a child is, at a teen age, like he was around 12, 13, when they go missing, a lot of times they will be automatically deemed a runaway.
Yeah.
And so unfortunately, depending on the area, what state you're in, what, county you're in, what town you're, whatever it is.
It said mother and then it said sad. So I'm assuming it was responding. Yeah.
So a lot of times they will automatically assume that the child could have very well have run away.
And I said, was he assumed to be a runaway? And I got an emphatic yes. And then I said, but did he actually run away? And I got an emphatic no.
And again, I got false person.
Yes.
I got spouse, partner, and the very last card, debt.
Wow.
So he was grabbed, taken.
I got the premeditated. Money. I got that one time. I got it.
I got the Knight of Pentacles.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Because this is when the dad always went with him. And this one time when the dad didn't is when they took him. Mark, this case is ever going to be solved. I have no idea. Let's ask one of my decks. Well, actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask Johnny if there's anything else that we need to know about this case, and whether or not it will be.
I got to know. I got reconsider.
Nope, it's not going to be.
And I got you're going in the right direction. I got in reverse. So I don't know. I don't know if it will at this point. As of right now, I'll say no, but you never say never. So
So I wonder if his remains will be found at least. But then still, that's
well,
DNA.
they might not be able to solve it, but at least they could find him. They could bring him home, even if they can't solve what happened to him. You know. It said Edna. Boy, now there is an old name. Wow, Edna. And then I don't know how many times I got witness, you know, and I just wonder if maybe some of these names could have been people he might have saw if he was in the back of a car that didn't see him, or he recognized him, like I said. And I got several times I got the flash of the bicycle with it. It had a basket on the front. It had the banana seat. It was like this weird, like yellowish chrome peel, like the peelings was coming off of the bike. So I don't know if that bike image I saw had anything to do with maybe something the witness might have been riding. I don't know.
I got a couple interesting cards. I'm just going to. Hi, Patricia. Hello, TK.
Hello.
Thank you for joining us.
He's sad and not fair.
Okay, so somebody. Okay, the wealth card again. Can I have a clarifier for the Queen of Pentacles? Tower. Oh, and this came out in reverse. Okay. Though I don't know. I don't really. So, okay. So I got the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. I asked him if, what's we want to know, will he be found? So initially I got the Princess of Cups, which would be the page. And of course, that's somebody very shy, very moody, somebody who's very
I'm afraid to talk.
Thank you. They're a child, they're afraid to talk. They were a child at the time and are afraid to talk. It could be. But I also got the Queen of Pentacles. And of course that represents mother, nurturing, not to say the mother, but somebody who is very nurturing, but it also has to do with Mother Earth. So I was also asking about, would he be found? And then this is interesting. Remember, you got the tree with the things coming out of it. I got the hangman, and right now, I don't know. I thought that was just interesting with the tree perspective.
Right.
And I also got the death card. So perhaps very well he might be under a tree. So I pulled to ask for two more clarifiers, and I did get wealth card.
It says drunk. It said drunk.
And then the tower. Well, I did get drugs on that one.
Well, I think it's saying like he was a drunk or somebody was a drunk, like maybe.
And they needed the money for more booze, alcohol, drugs. I got the drugs too.
He was a drunk. So like whoever he is, I don't know if this was the victimizer. It could have been maybe his father turned into a drunk after his child went missing. You know what I mean? You never know what's triggering the emotion of people. So I don't know where the drunk comes in, but he's a drunk was the thing. And then it said never moved forward. I don't know again if that's back on the mom energy because she's sad.
There's the tree, there's the guy underneath the tree, and then this is the blended pleasure. There's the cups, another drink. I got Ace of Wands, this was very impulsive. Well, it shouldn't have been impulsive because this person waited.
I got premeditated on all mine. Mine was pretty much like
and I got valor, I got self-defense.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask for a clarifier for the Ace of Wands. So are there any questions you wanted to ask Hershey before we go, or do you think for now? Oh, look what I got, the Hierophant.
I'm done. I'm done. I'm checking out. Done.
So I'm just wondering if somebody may have gone and spoken to an individual.
Some kind of confession or something, maybe.
and they can't break, which is a bunch of bullshit.
Man, it's
Um,
heartbreaking. It's definitely heartbreaking. Like it's disturbing. I mean, I see it because I work with what I
he was
work.
also wearing a white
It's
sweatshirt
heartbreaking.
when he disappeared.
Something about I was 11 when it happened. I don't
Yeah,
know
he
what
was
that means.
12, 11. But this is interesting, though. Johnny's mother became a lifelong child safety advocate, warning the public about child predators and pushing for better laws locally and nationally. She and her husband lobbied Iowa legislators, and the Johnny Gosch bill was passed requiring law enforcement's immediate involvement in missing children cases in the state. Other states have followed suit. So instead of automatically, oh, it's a runaway, immediately start investigating. Um, yeah, it was nighttime, pre-dawn hours, first paper route. That he did not get his Sunday paper. Um, so yeah, it was still pretty much still filled with bundles of newspaper. So this happened pretty much right after he left. Um, let's see, help search for no, actually he has blue eyes. Light brown hair and blue eyes is
So
his
maybe
description.
the bad guy, the victimizer, maybe he's got brown eyes because they said
And
that
like I said,
probably 7 times.
and right here, like the article said, with the law officials, but when he could not be located, they began to believe that he had run away. Again, they thought he was a runaway. So that's pretty much it.
It's so disturbing.
Yeah, I'm looking to see if anything that we pulled up with names or whatever might have
Recognize.
been on our list here. And I'm not seeing any names. Mark Allen. No, we didn't get a Mark, did we? No, we got Arthur. We got a Susan. We got Edna, Amelia. Oh, I mean, um, wow. A lot of them have been. There's a picture of Eugene. A lot of these boys look similar, though. They fit a certain profile.
We're hiding here.
You're hiding there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just looking to see really quick. Sergeant Jason. Nope.
Stream.
Nope. I don't see any names so far,
It
and that's
said
pretty much
Steven.
Steven.
Yeah, it just said Steven.
I haven't seen a Steven. I saw a Sergeant Jason, but no Steven. Yeah, I would kind of look into, you know, people the father knew. But yeah, we were getting that family card. I was getting community, but I also got the family room. You and I
Mm-hmm.
both pulled the first card out. Both of ours had DNA on it, so
Yep.
you know that this is linked to the family.
Yep. And
And
I
I
like
got
I said,
bloodline.
when I get cards like that, I remember that it could also mean biome, and there could be something more to the picture when biome is included. You know, it takes multiple things to complete a biome. A biome isn't one thing, it's millions of aspects that come together to form one solid thing. So that's why I was like, if I'm over here 40 years ago and it's turned into this, that would make a complete biome, like it's come full circle type, you know what I mean? Like it's disturbing. Ugh.
So I asked if one of Johnny's uncles from his dad's side had anything to do with it. Now I know gender. This does not have to do with gender, but I did get for the uncle I got a no, but I did get the princess. I did get a page, And for me, that's a young person. So it could very well have been someone around his, well,
It says
a
bullying.
youth, more like teenager, older, 20, somebody like a cousin or something. Um,
It said bullying.
yeah, a bully. I got the Knight of Swords. That's
Yeah,
what a
it just
bully
said
is.
bullying.
Yep. And it
And
says
now
here,
it's saying
establish
Jenny.
strength. Penny?
Jenny.
Oh, Jenny. I haven't seen a Jenny.
It's Jenie. Or unless it's Genie.
Could be Jeannie. Yeah, I wish they would too. Something that I didn't know, and I believe this can be verified. Um, Everyone's all like, "Oh, we all love Newsom in California," but if I remember correctly, it was either last year or the year before. A bill had been passed that would allow for more room or something for prisons because Newsom wanted to cut down on the numbers of inmates in the prisons, and that he had signed the release of a large number of known um, um, sexual predators, rapists, people on there for sexual assault. And YouTube, this is for entertainment purposes only. This is just something that was brought up in on the internet. I'm not, I'm just going by from, articles, things that people have shared. So when people keep saying that, all Dems are good, all Republicans are bad, it's like, nah, I'm sorry, but a lot of our Dems that people think are squeaky clean and are amazing and this and that, they are privy to a lot of this and or have taken part. And now I don't know if anybody would be willing to read with me on this. I'm just putting this out, Hershey, and any of my other fellow readers or any of my subscribers. A few years back, something called Pizzagate was brought up. And YouTube, I'm not alleging that this is true or not, but I'm interested in just pulling a couple tarot cards and looking into the allegations and seeing if any of that, just seeing what the cards have to say. And
I've
of
never even
course,
heard of it.
I'll tell you afterwards what it's
Okay.
about.
Okay. Is this for another
So
show?
this would be for, yeah.
Okay. There was
Okay.
up here was he taken because he had blue eyes? Um I I I I I don't know. I didn't read a lot on the kids. I did a lot of mine on the man himself, the mind again on the victimizer, not so much the victim. I did read on the victim, but the mentality I got where he he premeditated this. He planned this. Now, I think that the kid was the opportune kid for him to try to start
Yeah.
with, but I don't think he was the only one, and I don't think he was the last one, but I do believe he might have been the first one of this pedo's lust action. You know what I'm saying? So, but my reading was mainly on the mind frame of the man, and yes, I believe that he made sure he wouldn't stick out, be a sore thumb. His vehicle wouldn't stick out. Like it would have been common or comfortable to see this man or whatever. He would have had some kind of gift or an animal to lure them out, or candy or goodies, or some kind of reward to get him to walk away from wagon and said bike, because like I said, I kept getting bicycle a lot. So I just think that I saw his actions more than I saw what happened to the poor victims. I see a lot of terrible shit in my own life, so I tend to usually go to the victimizers because it's easier for me to work on that kind of mind frame.
Alrighty. So
I don't know if that helps you. I don't know if that helped or not.
yeah, March feels that their remains are not far from one another. I couldn't get a clarity on. I got the Emperor. So for me, that's a very energy. Someone who you know
Absolutely.
But I still feel it's a male energy, most
Oh, I definitely
definitely.
got male energy, and the only time I
Somebody,
got
yeah,
female, I got like
who likes to be in control,
yeah,
likes to have their say. They don't like to be told how to rule. They don't like they like having to be, you know, in
yeah,
control of everything. Very dominating, very,
yeah, and I asked, was he the opposite of the victimizer in real life? And I got no. Like his family, he would have been abusive in his family, probably a wife beater. His children were probably terrified of him, and they knew don't go in dad's shed or don't go in the basement. Like they just knew they would have got the hell beat out of them if they would have broke rules or crossed lines or something. Like I feel like he would have been a very, very, very abusive, very abusive victimizer in a lot of ways, a bully all around.
Oh, there's the Emperor card again. Maybe I okay, well, this is interesting. She came out again with him. I also got the Queen of Wands. So I got the Emperor and the Queen of Wands. Both
Hmm.
people very strong, very
Hmm.
for me tempered as in I mean it's
Hmm.
creative energy, but for in
Hmm.
this reason I also got the Pentacles. So this
Hmm.
had to do something really with home,
Hmm.
finances,
Hmm.
with that fiery and at the bottom, I think you're right. There's a tower moment
I got
behind.
Gabriel and Jewel and Julie, and I was very scared.
Wow. So Fleck wants to know: is he already been caught and in jail for other offenses? Yes, this individual who took Johnny, is he currently incarcerated for other offenses? Um,
Mm-mm.
I don't know. It's possible. I got the Ten of Wands, oppression, because this to me this represents this is not a one time. This is multiple. This person's he likes dominion. The word down here on this deck is dominion.
Hmm. See, everything I got, and again,
Yeah.
I got basically no's. I got
Oh,
no's.
really?
And not only did I get no's,
Yeah, I
every
got
time I've
judgment.
read on him now, like current life, I get decrepit, alone, hermit. You know what I'm saying? Like he's never seen. Like he's not married anymore. His children don't have anything to do with him. Like everything I'm picking up on him now is that he's very sick, very frail, very fragile. He's old, and he's very much alone. And he still doesn't even have any remorse though. Like he's still the same mean some bitch he was when he was a kid, and he just grew up. Now he's just a meaner some bitch. So
Mm.
language is, I apologize for that, but y'all know I'm a big cursey word.
Oh well, look what I dropped the F bomb earlier and
Um,
the A
but
word.
I just feel like he
So
was a real bastard, and he's gonna die that same cold son of a bitch bastard. Only he's doing it all alone. But he has no conscience. I got vibes like constitutionally incapable, not caring, no remorse, alone. Um, he lives in a world that he's the ruler of his domain, and that's how he likes it. Like,
and that's what my card just
and I
said.
got a lot of
Domain.
animal cruelty too. So like even if he has an animal, his animal or a dog or animals, they're probably terrified of him. They're probably petrified.
Yeah, I got that. I had that domain card. Oh, it went back into the deck. But yeah, that's what the card said underneath it. Domain.
But yeah, I got that he's alive, but like he's not long for the living. Like he won't be above ground much longer.
So Fleck, yeah, we've been talking. We think there's a couple of other people. But that's pretty much, you know. I mean, the cards aren't going to tell us, you know,
I
what
got
he did
I
it.
got
You know,
three. I got that he has three boy victims. My solo thing was that he got three. So I feel like he had three. One was, this young man we're reading on. One was on a bike, or a witness is on a bike, or one of the victims was on a bike, and the other one was fishing, like a kid that was fishing somewhere. But I got there was 3.
Yeah.
That's
I'm getting a yes. And
that's
I'm
one.
using my non-dominant hand like I was taught to. So I
Good
was
job.
told that you're not really supposed to use your dominant hand. So,
I
but you know what drives me nuts is I see some people getting it and they're going, yeah, look, and they're going like this. And
That's
I'm just
because
like, you're
for
moving
me, there's too
your
much energy in
hand.
your dominant hand. For me, I need
Yeah.
to use my non-dominant. It's more focused on being able to just let the pendulum be free instead of
So-
swayed by energy that's coming in through what I'm receiving already.
Oh boy, that's still burning. That's some energy. So everybody, thank you for joining us. And again, everybody knows my email. If people want to email me cases that they would like for us to
It
look
just
at.
said, "Thank you, you beautiful ladies," and then it says, "The 2 of
Aw.
you."
Thank you. Because I know there was somebody in one of our lives, I think it was our readings last week. I can't remember. 2 people in chat were asking about a certain individuals. Can you look at this so and so from my town? And we had a decline because we were reading only on one individual. But if anybody wants to message either Hershey or myself, whichever you feel comfortable reaching out to, or Jackie's Crystal Moon, if you know her email and you would
It
rather reach out
said
to Jackie.
Nicholas. You don't know who
Nicholas.
Nicholas is. It said Nicholas.
Okay. Okay, so I got Nicholas down. Well, that could be the third boy because we were picking up on that
Right.
other young man.
Right.
So that could be the other. Let me just ask. Let's see. Is Nicholas the name of the third victim of the man who took and murdered Johnny? No.
Oh,
I'm getting a no. I'm getting a no, but this person might be able to. What did you get?
It said, "You will help find me."
Okay.
It says, "You will help them," and then it says, "Find me." You will help them find me.
So I'm going to ask Johnny, are your remains anywhere near your home in Des Moines, Iowa? Okay, I'm getting a no. Is it in the state of Ohio? No. Okay, is it far away from your state of
I just got
Iowa?
far. I just got far come across.
I keep getting no's with anywhere, near. So, okay.
Yeah, and I got far.
Oh, Fleck, we have
It
been.
said,
It says,
"Robbed
I feel like
my
going.
childhood." It says robbed and then my childhood.
Oh, Johnny, sweetheart, I'm so sorry. So everybody, next week, Jackie will be back joining us, and we're going to start diving into the Delphi case. A lot has come up that I didn't even realize with this case, and things that both, especially Hershey is very passionate about. We all are, that we want to discuss and mention during that reading. So next week we will be doing the Delphi murders, and yes, much love and lighting candles for Johnny, and just really, some people can, like, I saw an interesting when I watched one of the psychic investigating shows yesterday, and this woman got together, a psychic, with 2 other friends, and they did this prayer circle because she felt like this guy that took this young boy was about to kill him, And so they did like a prayer circle calling on Saint Michael and praying that this boy, that they intervene so that the person who took them would not hurt them. And it was just incredible because the boy ended up being released, but he said he had me right there in a freshly dug grave. That gun was to my head. And at the last minute, he said, "Oh,
Yes,
okay, never
Lex.
mind. I'm not going to."
Yes, I
Hmm?
picked up that the man had a daughter himself. Yes. Yes, I picked up the man had a daughter.
Okay. So it's interesting where, people can get together and they put enough of that energy out there to just make a person just, you know, snap and say, okay, maybe I should do the right thing. You know what I
Mhm,
mean? You just never
mhm,
know. Or have
mhm.
somebody who witnessed it and who knows what happened come forward. And they may be very, if it's somebody that's a part of this guy's family, as long as this guy's alive, they may be in absolute fear of him that they may wait till he passes before they come forward and
Well,
say,
see, and I kept getting that tell on dad. And that's what made me start just like, okay, let me talk to you guys about the victimizer, not the victim. I was like, I'll let Heather cover the victim and I'll just cover the victimizer. I don't want to put energy for male or female or none of it. You know
mm-hmm,
what I mean? I just wanted to be strictly on the energy. And immediately I got abuser, father, husband, abusive, woman beater, you know what I'm saying? And then,
yeah,
well, I
real
get
piece of work.
like, so, sometimes they call tank tops wife beaters.
I hate that.
But I kept getting images of that. I got images
Mm-hmm.
of him taking willow branches from a willow tree. As a child, I got my ass tore up by willow branches so damn much it wasn't even funny. I would have to braid them sometimes myself and then get my own ass whooped by it. So, um, I can imagine that being him
Yeah,
abusing the children that
that's
he had.
child abuse.
And then, like I said, so I got that it was 3 boys and that he had a daughter. So I don't know if he had more than one kid, but he definitely had a daughter. And so maybe it's the daughter that once he does cross or pass or die or whatever,
They may not be
um,
afraid and they'll come
they
forward.
will come forth. But I also got wife was dead and they don't know where the wife is. So he might have killed his wife. And she could be buried on the small the small farm or ranch that they were held in, or the ranch style house kind of thing. They were showing me like a ranch
Well, then
style.
they would have had to have moved from, because
Well,
Iowa's
I'm thinking
is
like
a,
when she left him, they probably divorced, and then he probably went after her and killed her, and then brought her
this is
back and
true.
buried her somewhere. And then again, like I said, that could have, but that could have been something completely different. He could have just beat the hell out of her, and maybe she lived through it. But
Yeah,
it's terrible.
I had my
Images I
grandfather
got
on
of
my
him
mom's side
are
was
horrible.
like that.
Yeah, he
Well, I
is
don't
not
know
a good
about the sexual assault, but the physical beatings. Yeah, he was quite a piece of work
Yeah, I
himself.
definitely got that he was a very abusive. He liked to put his hands on people, like very much so. Maybe
Yeah,
even
like
a town
like
drunk,
like the
a town
emperor.
fighter.
Hmm. Had to have control, dominion over
Mm-hmm.
everybody.
Yep.
So everybody, thank you again for coming. Hershey and I appreciate you so much. Thank you for being involved and sharing your insights and your questions. And we will see you next Wednesday for the Delphi. So have a good evening, everyone.